That's about all I remember.
What about when we went backpacking in Yosemite?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, at first we went down to, let's see, what was the name of that creek? Yosemite Creek Campground, because it was at about 8,000 feet, and I figured you guys would need a day or so to get accustomed to the altitude. And then we went up to May Lake, and I remember the first time we went there, I think it started to rain, and so you guys went to bed pretty early after supper. And the second time we went there, I remember Alec cast a line into the lake and caught a fish on a first cast, you know.
Oh, right. And the bait was beef jerky, right?
No, it was, I don't know what kind of bait you had on there, but...
Yeah. But I also remember about that. We maybe once we ran out of bait or forgot it and we used beef jerky. Like a little slice of beef jerky on the hook.
Oh, it could be. I don't remember. Yeah. But, yeah, that was, I remember you slid when we were hiking out of May Lake, you slid on a, you have to watch your step when you're on that trail because some of the gravel, sand and gravel is kind of loose. Mm-hmm. And I remember you slipped and you were crying. You know, I think you were only a few years old at the time. I don't think you were 5 years old. And of course, and then after that, I told you to be more careful, and you were. You know, so yeah, that was an enjoyable experience.
You spend a lot of time in Yosemite, right? Like every summer.
Yeah, I tried to spend a couple of weeks, 1 week, just miscellaneous camping. Up until about 1996. I spent time just camping from, you know, trying different campgrounds. And after that, I started spending time with the Yosemite Association, you know, on the work trips. So.
And what did you do on those work trips?
Oh gosh, there were so many different. Mostly trail restoration, certain amount of invasive species maintenance, which is nothing more than a fancy way of saying we were pulling weeds, you know, and that was about it, you know, various types of work. So,
what attracted you to Yosemite? I mean, why did you stick with it for so long?
Oh well, it was you know, it was convenient, and it's, in fact, it was the only national park in the area, which was really convenient. I think the distance from Sunnyvale at that time was only about, I mean, from San Jose was, I think it was less than 150 miles.
It's pretty close. Yeah.
So I could drive it in about 4 or 5 hours, you know. Mm-hmm. So, and then I got to know the place. You know, there are a lot of hiking trails and a lot of places to go to in Yosemite. So that's sort of it. Mm-hmm.